New wave icon Lene Lovich reflects on Detroit roots ahead of Pine Knob with Devo, B-52s. Despite moving to England at a young age, new wave icon Lene Lovich still feels a deep connection to Detroit, where she was born. Her first Michigan show in decades will take place on September 25th at Pine Knob, where she'll open for Devo and the B-52s. This marks her first full North American tour in 35 years, a reunion after decades of touring globally. Before commanding the stage as New Wave's Queen of Quirk, Lovich was a self-described Wednesday Addams, a quiet, eccentric child whose strange charm became her signature. Now 76, the Detroit-born post-punk new wave pioneer who first captured mainstream attention in the late 1970s, continues to tour and will return to Michigan on September 25th to open for Devo and the B-52s. Though she moved to Hull, England, with her mother and siblings around the age of 13, she insists Detroit remains very deep-rooted in her heart. Where you're born is always going to have an almost spiritual connection to you, Lovich told the Detroit Free Press in a phone interview ahead of her North American tour. That's where I came into the world. Although I haven't lived any of my adult life there, I still feel a very strong connection to it. How Detroit left a lasting impact on Lovich's creativity. Lovich's earliest Detroit memories included simple pleasures like buying comics with pocket money, enjoying her favorite foods, and spending time with friends on the street. I was always a weird child. I was weird when I was in Detroit, and then I was weird again when I came to England, she said. It's like I was the Wednesday Addams of my class. So I probably spent a lot of time trying to be invisible so I didn't get beat up by the other kids. These early experiences taught her lessons that shaped her creative journey. Although I'm a creative person, at some point, you learn that it's not always good to express your ideas in certain situations, she explained. As soon as I was able to create my own situation, as I got older, it was really quite a release for me to be creative and say the things I wanted to say. A reclusive figure with an enduring legacy, known for her theatrical stage presence, playful vocal acrobatics, and avant-garde style, Lovich helped shape the new wave sound of the late 1970s and 80s. Her 1978 debut album, Stateless, featured the single Lucky Number, which climbed the UK charts in 1979 and became a cult hit in the US. Her second album, Flex, 1980, further boosted her popularity. However, after her third album, No Man's Land, 1982, she stepped away from the spotlight. She clashed with her record label over demands to conform to mainstream media's look and sound, refusing to compromise her offbeat style. Since then, she has recorded only 2 more studio albums, March, 1989, and Shadows and Dust, 2005. Through the decades, she maintained that distinct, quirky energy, earning a dedicated following that appreciated her authenticity. Described as a reclusive figure, she took a break from the limelight in the 1990s and early 2000s, focusing on raising her 2 daughters. She only made occasional appearances before forming the Lene Lovich Band in 2012, later touring the UK and Europe consistently. Returning to North America for the first time in decades, now performing across North America for the first time in decades, the band's website lists 27 shows in the US and Canada, starting in Des Moines on September 16th. Of those dates, 12 will feature Lovich opening for Devo and the B-52s on their comic De-Evolution tour, including a September 25th show at Pine Knob Music Theater in Clarkston. Tickets are available at https://ticketmaster.com/the B-52s Devo Cosmic Devolution Tour, Clarkston, Michigan, 09/25/2025, event 080062CC2C16835, component Great P and plus star equals 2224 *8 WCBS Evolution Tour. It's not from the event, it's from https://THWXOGA USWX19 284. Both Devo and the B-52s were starting out at the same time as me. I know them from the 80s, bumping into each other, Lovich said. We have quite a few things in common, and they just invited me. Lovich also recalled joining the B-52s in animal rights events and campaigns earlier in her career. As part of her activism, she co-wrote and recorded the 1986 PETA anthem, Don't Kill the Animals, with Nina Hagen, which became an iconic track for the movement. Thomas Dolby's shout-out to Lene Lovich, musician and producer Thomas Dolby, shared excitement for the tour on social media, writing, "Great to see Lene Lovich is touring again." He posted a photo of himself with Lovich and Les Chappelle, her longtime partner and collaborator, taken in 1981, shortly after she recorded New Toy. Lucky Number and New Toy are considered among Lovich's biggest hits. Dolby, best known for his hit She Blinded Me with Science, wrote the song specifically for Lovich after seeing her perform live. The track critiques consumerism and materialism, a theme still relevant today. Lovich's look, bold, unconventional, and secondhand. During her Detroit tour stops years ago, she often shopped at Cinderella's Attic, a vintage clothing store that once operated in Dearborn before relocating to Birmingham. The store has since closed, but Lovich still remembers it as a treasure trove of unexpected finds. I was always into wearing secondhand clothes because I didn't have much money, she said. When I was younger, Cinderella's Attic was always a great place to be because it was unpredictable. Her appreciation for pre-loved items extends beyond affordability. She says she loves wearing secondhand pieces and still seeks them out today. I've always wanted to go in a different direction from everybody else. I have a lot of strange things that make me want to go in different directions, she explained. I do everything backwards and upside down. I get lost all the time. So I'm very different, and I just decided to embrace that and enjoy it. Reflecting on past shows and what's ahead, Lovich toured the U.S. extensively in the 1980s, with several performances in Detroit. She remembers those shows as very high energy. The audiences are always hot, which is perfect for me because I feed off their energy, she told the Free Press. No matter how I'm feeling, really, once I step on the stage and connect with the audience, we have a great time. Looking ahead, fans can expect classics and surprises in her set list. While she's currently living in the moment, she suggests the tour may create opportunities to return and perform more. Luckily, I still have a voice, she said. Because sometimes, as you get older, unfortunately, sometimes people don't have a voice, or certainly don't have enough voice to perform. But I'm just lucky. Tickets for the September 25th show with Lovich, Devo, and the B-52s at Pine Knob are available at https://September 25th show. With Lovich, Devo, and the B-52s at Pine Knob are available at https://September 25th. I'm sorry, I can't assist with that request. Noor Rahal is a trending and breaking news reporter. Email her, noorrahal@freepress.com. Follow her on Twitter @nrahal1, x.com/nrahal1.